get set, because it's
time to go with the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. With your host with the most, the man voted most likely to smoke out with a Yeti, Mr. Brian Brown. Now sit back and relax, because it's time to go live across the world. Because it's 420 Somewhere.
And boom, we are good to go, guys. Welcome one, welcome all to It's 420 Somewhere podcast, guys. This is the podcast where we count down Monday through Friday. We go live at 410. We go live at 410 every day, guys. Live-ish. Sometimes we do live to tape, but we're always here, guys, at 410 to start it off, and we count down to the greatest time of all time. That's right, 420. Oh, we get into a whole mess of trouble in the meantime, guys. I'm talking movie Mondays. I'm talking Paranormal Tuesday, where we get into all sorts of crazy stuff. We get into UFOs. We get into Bigfoot. We get into pyramids. We get into conspiracy theories. We get into it. Oh, and you guys are, we all get blown away. We deep dive into some crazy stuff, guys. Mojave Mysteries. We love doing some videos from Mojave Mysteries and learning about the legend of our area, guys. We do Weed Wednesday like yesterday. We covered 420 workouts. Our 420 workouts, a thing of the future, for recovery, for inflammation, smoking weed, eating edibles. Is this a thing that's going to affect fitness in the future? Well, we dove into it, and I think yes, definitely, guys. But today we have True Crime Thursday, and oh boy, we have a good one. How many of you guys seen the movie Catch Me If You Can, the Leonardo DiCaprio movie? Great movie. Steven Spielberg, Tom Hanks, Leonardo DiCaprio. Great film. But we're covering the real life Frank Abagnale Jr., guys. This is the character Leonardo DiCaprio played in the movie, and oh man, it's a lot worse than the movie portrayed. The movie was pretty bad as far as what he did crime wise. Man, we're gonna deep dive into that because it is True Crime Thursday, guys. But we get into a whole mess of trouble in the meantime as well. We do giveaways. We do crazy amounts of giveaways, guys. So make sure you're getting in on this. Stranger Things art print, guys. Look at this thing. Ooh, that's a great shot of it right there. Look at that. Man, this thing has so many Easter eggs, so many hidden gems in here. I'm going to put that in a nice frame for you. Oh, so hashtag Stranger Things. We'll be giving that away in 2 weeks, guys. But on Friday, tomorrow, man, if I get this thing in here, not ruining it. There we go. Tomorrow, guys, the big day. The big day. And you know what? I have it right here so I can show everyone what they're getting into. Tomorrow, guys, you're going to want to hashtag today. And for the rest of the night, tomorrow morning, I cut off it at 1 o'clock, guys. We have a new way of doing the giveaways, too. It's going to be like a video, a roll of the dice thing. Jeremy actually turned me onto a really cool group, and I like the way they did it. So we're going to try to do it, hopefully, if technology suits me. We're going to do it, guys. But you're going to hashtag the Daily Dank, and you're going to enter to win this freaking amazing box. You get I had forgot all about the Purge mask that's in here. The Purge mask. You got your Daily Dank t-shirt, guys. Look at that thing. Ballers Club t-shirt, limited edition. Only so many of those in existence. You get this Chucky body knocker. Look at that creep. Ah! That thing is cool. You got the amulet, guys. This is the thing. I don't think anyone's getting excited about this yet. Look at this amulet. It has the freaking words on the back that Chucky freaking spouts out. That thing is fire. What else you got in here? You got, oh, we forgot about it. The Pet Cemetery card. And then the Bride of Chucky autograph, guys. And then you got, Slimer. Don't forget about Slimer. And then we got pretty awesome from the movie 31. Rob Zombie movie 31 autograph there. And then there's stickers and a bunch of little knickknacks in there, guys. This box is loaded, and you're going to hashtag the Daily Dank on that one to get entered to win, guys. And we're going to be doing that one tomorrow on Baked and Unboxed at 4:20. Oh, man. I like it. I like it. That box is freaking fire. Oh man. All right, guys, we're gonna get into something different. My program, or actually all the programs across the board, were not working today when I was getting ready to do the top 5 at 4:20. So I'm gonna have to do this a different way, guys. Bear with me 1 second here. There we go. I don't need that one. I just need in general. Okay, sorry guys. Sorry. All right, so I got to pick the right one here. So the top 5 at 4:20, guys, is I've kind of fallen into this. We'll do this one. Fallen into this up here. All right. Live restream. All right, here we go. Am I falling into this near-death GoPro experience channel, man? Some of these videos are freaking crazy. I'm going to share my screen here and get that going for you guys. All right, let me minimize this. Oop, not what I wanted to do. Hang on, guys. Whoop. Not what I wanted to do whatsoever. There we go. All right, there we go. Live, guys. Anything can happen when we're live. Okay. All right, so this is your top 5 at 4:20, guys. These are near-death experiences. Oh, man, it's a good one. These are good, too. All right, let's roll.
Holy shit. I mean, what the...
Oh, man.
Oh, my... Cop car is gonna get creamed. Wow.
And that's the time I'm headed for freaking the other side of the road, guys. And boom goes the dynamite. Oh, that was number 5, guys. Brought to you by the Healing Center, 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. Save some green on some green. Check this channel out, guys. Fell Force 1. Really freaking great channel. I fell in the rabbit hole, and I'm liking it a lot. All right, here's number 4, guys. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. That's not cool. That truck doesn't even know. The truck doesn't even know he's dragging that car. How do you not know? Oh, my God. Is this a different one? Nope, this is just a different angle. Dude, imagine how scary that's gotta be. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is insane. Ooh. All right, number 3, guys. What is this? Oh crap, is that a snake? Oh, is he spearfishing? Watch that again. Oh damn, yeah, that's a water snake. I didn't even know what we were looking at. And that sucker's like, nope. Bam! Oh, damn! He came in for seconds too. All right, number 2, guys. You know, just an elephant walking on the road. Nothing to see here. And yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh my God. Look at the size of that thing. Is it crushing the car? Yeah, hell no. They're so powerful, man. I think we take that for granted. Oh man, those things could tear some stuff up. As I think we're going to find out. Oh, dang. He just had a seat, huh? He's like, I'm just going to sit right here, guys. Glass in the ass and everything. All right, number 2. Oh, what was that? That's never good. This kind of fishing freaks me out. I ain't going to lie, man. This open. Oh, that's a shark. Bam. Oh, yeah, hell no. And that's why it freaks me out. You got bait out there and there's sharks. Nope, nope, nope. All right, number 1. Number 1 near-death experience, and of course it's a freaking polar bear.
Куда иди сюда, нахуй, давай-ка на буровую его еще не будем, бля. На, не прикармливай.
Let's talk about Ukraine, guys. Get down here.
Это мои пирожки, блядь.
Yeah, that's freaky, man.
Бля, может спуститься к нему,
Oh, what would you guys do in this situation?
А чё? Он не кинется нихуя, ёп. Саня, аккуратней, блядь.
Nope.
Это дикий, блядь.
You're stuck up. I'm assuming they're stuck up in a tower or something, and not coming down anytime soon. Oh, let me remove this. Oh my God. I'm still hearing it. Oh, because it's on the thing. Bear with me 1 second here, guys. I was like, why am I still hearing this? All right, so that was your top 5 at 420, brought to you by the Healing Center, 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California, your number 1 cannabis superstore in all the land. I'll be dropping those wild weekend drops here to late tonight, early in the morning, guys, and sending out that email blast. Make sure you're looking for that over on the dailydank.com. All right, guys, what I'm getting into, we got about 30 seconds left. Make sure you're counting down to 420 with me. I'm getting into some astronauts, guys. This is some grade A black cherry, space black cherry. I'm coming in almost at 30%, and it is fire. Big nugs, fresh nugs, and like $15 an eighth or $12, something like that. Depending on which ones you get. They got all sorts of stuff down there for you guys, so make sure you're hitting it up. This is a nice indica dominant. It's going to put me in the couch and get me in the mood for what, guys? For True Crime Thursday. But whatever you're doing, blow up those comments. Let me know what you're smoking, because it's 420. What? How was your 420, guys? Mine was lit. Oh man, these astronauts, man, they send you to the moon for the right price, man. Almost 30% fresh, like pillow. Now, you know what? This is one I already had one loaded, guys. So I'm gonna open this. We'll do the smell test right now. You guys know how I love me the smell test. They make these packages so hard to open, which for good measure, you know. Don't want no kids getting in there. Ooh, nice citrusy. Oh man, that's some nice smelling nugs. Look at dropping them all over the place. Look at this. Well, you guys can see that. No, autofocus doesn't want to focus, guys. But these are some nice nugs. Not so little, not so big, just right in the medium range. So they're not the minis, but they're not huge, giant nugs. But they do the trick, guys. And for the right price, too. For the right price. All right, guys, let's get into this today. We are getting into True Crime Thursday. All right. So, how many of you guys seen the movie Catch Me If You Can? So this is a classic. What is it? Leonardo DiCaprio. You got Tom Hanks, Steven Spielberg. This was a big movie when it came out about a kid, and I use the word very specifically, literally a kid. Who becomes a con man, and he discovers that being an airline pilot gives him respect and all sorts of fringe benefits. So he starts living the life, man. And he starts traveling around, and then he becomes a doctor, and then he becomes a lawyer, and then a banker, and all. I mean, things are just, he takes it, and all before he was 20, and he never went to school for any of these things. You know what? He embodies fake it till you make it. I mean, oh my God, definitely. All right, guys, let's get into this right now. This is Frank Abagnale Jr. Catch Me If You Can. You guys know the story. Oh, let's turn this down. Catch Him If You Can. The con man Frank Abagnale and his life of crime. Frank Abagnale is a name that has become synonymous with the idea of smooth-talking con men. Over the course of his criminal career, Abagnale successfully impersonated a variety of professionals, including a doctor, a lawyer, and even a pilot. What blows me away is like the notoriety pilots had back then. His story has been the subject of numerous books, articles, and even a Hollywood movie, Steven Spielberg's Catch Me If You Can, which was a huge blockbuster, guys. One of those ones I could just watch no matter what. But who is Frank Abagnale, and what led to him down the path of a life of crime? I mean, especially at his young age, man. There's a lot to it. We're going to find it out, guys. All right, we're going to jump into Chapter 1, The Early Life of Frank Abagnale Jr. Frank Abagnale was born in 1948 in New York. His parents divorced when he was just 16. As soon as he found out that his parents divorced, he had a really hard time with it. That was one of the things. He was quoted as saying, "I was never a bad kid. I just did bad things." Impersonating a pilot. This was one of the big ones and like I said, I guess at the time, man, pilots were this big thing. In the early 1960s, Abagnale began impersonating a pilot for Pan Am Airlines. He used his fake identity to fly all over the world for free, staying in fancy staying in fancy hotels, and enjoying the high life. He was 16, guys. Come on, get your mind out of the gutter. But yeah, you just flash your ID, man, and you catch a seat. And it was amazing what he was able to pull off and what he was able to learn. And observe and just like run with it. To pull off his impersonations, Abigail forged a Pan Am pilot's license and uniform, as well as various other documents. He was eventually caught and arrested in France, but managed to escape from a plane en route to the United States. Yeah, so this is a big part of the movie. Um, they we kind of skipped a little bit around. This is kind of the origins. He discovered that you were able to, especially pilots. Like I said, there was some notoriety about airline pilots. I think it was really the bust of the industrial commercial pilot, industrial commercial in the commercial airline. So people thought like, oh my God, we get to fly in this pilot, and the stewardesses are so glamorous, and this and that. It was really built up to be something different. But one of the things he discovered is he could get advances on his checks. Like if he actually was getting a paycheck, which he wasn't because he wasn't a real pilot, he was able to get a draw or an advance. He would be able to go to a bank and say, "Hey, I'm a pilot," and they're like, "Oh," and they give. So he was starting to make fake checks at this point and using his pilot ID that he was also using to travel around to cash these checks, and then scoring money for the trips all on the weekend, and then flying home and going to school on Monday. Did you know Abigail's exploits as a fake pilot inspired the film Catch Me If You Can, starring Leonardo DiCaprio? All right, chapter 3, from pilot to doctor, impersonating a doctor and a husband. After escape from France, Abigail returned to the United States and continued his life of crime. He began impersonating a doctor using the fake identity to work at a hospital, and even teaching a course on sociology at Brigham Young University. Oh my God! So he even went as far as to teach a course. Oh dang! I see. That's the one thing the movie left out. To pull off his impersonation, Abigail forged various documents and even had a fake Harvard degree printed. He was eventually caught and arrested again, this time in Georgia. He's not even 20 at this point, man. He's still just a kid. Did you know Abigail once famously said, "I've been a millionaire, I've been a convict, it's better to be a millionaire." Yeah, I would say so. All right, chapter 4, guys, a life after crime. So up into this point, we haven't really touched into all the check stuff. He became a master check manipulator. He learned the system. His brain capacity to pick up the obvious that a lot of us don't realize. Like, he could sit there in an airport for 30 minutes and observe the pilots coming in and out and what they do, and he almost mimics this. And then so he sees them cashing checks, and then so then he goes and he starts studying about the checks. He starts dissecting the checks. He starts learning the paper, the ink, everything, how to go along with it. So he's just racking up these checks, and it's coming through the FBI, and they end up tracing him back to France, like they said. And he had a big printing press, and he was printing a lot of checks at the time, and they wanted him bad. So they end up, FBI comes in, they talk him into extraditing him because he's going to get a harsher sentence. They fly him, and he escapes through the bathroom toilet on the runway and takes off again, because he knows the planes, because he's so, like, he's a sponge. He's absorbing everything. So then he ends up in Georgia. He becomes a doctor. Um, all sorts of crazy stuff. But man, what he did with the checks, like there were moments where the FBI couldn't even tell if his checks were real or if they were fake. Like that's how good they were. So they eventually end up catching up to him and give him some pretty hard time. After serving time in prison for various crimes, Abagnale turned his life around and began working with the FBI to help them catch other con artists, and even started his own security company. So also, guys, on this, so he kind of did a work release program too. He was so good at detecting checks and figuring out the ins and outs, where the ink came from, where the paper came from, that they actually put him to work. And I believe he was able to shave some time off his sentence for doing so. But yeah, a huge benefit. They've actually changed laws and the way they do things because of him. Today, Abagnale is considered to be an expert on fraud and security and has given numerous lectures and interviews on the topic. He's also written several books, including the autobiography, Catch Me If You Can. Did you know Abagnale's work with the FBI inspired development in many security features on modern checks and credit cards? Yeah, very true, guys. So like security strips, different kind of paper, things things woven inside the paper. These are all things he set up because it would, who knows better than this guy, All right, guys, chapter 5, lessons learned. So what can we learn from Frank Abagnale Jr.'s life of crime? For one thing, the story is a cautionary tale about the dangers of fraud. Oh man, definitely, guys. But it's also a story of redemption, as Abagnale was able to turn his life around and use his expertise to help others. Perhaps the biggest lesson we can learn from Abagnale's story is the power of a good scam. And we didn't even talk about his Tonight Show appearance yet, on game shows. It's crazy. Abagnale was able to fool countless people with his various impersonations, and it's a reminder we should always be wary of those who seem too good to be true. Yeah. And you're talking about, what is this, 40s, 50s? Or 60s maybe. Did you know Abagnale's once said the best way to catch a con artist is to think like one? Yeah, I think that's that goes without saying, guys. All right, chapter 6, Abagnale Jr.'s legacy. Despite his criminal past, Frank Abagnale has left a lasting impact on the world of fraud prevention and security. His story has inspired countless people, and his insights on the subject have helped to make the world a safer place. Today, Abagnale is still working to promote fraud prevention and security. He's a sought-after speaker and consultant, and continues to share his insight with the security world. Did you know Abagnale was once a guest lecturer at the FBI Academy? All right, guys, chapter 7, our conclusion. There's so much, man, we can learn from this. It's such a crazy freaking story, especially at such a young age. Frank Abagnale Jr.'s life is a fascinating and complex one. Oh, so like, and talk about an onion. You peel back layers of this, and you're just gonna get more and more. The fact that he did it at such a young age blows me away. From his humble beginnings as a young criminal to his time as a successful con man and his eventual redemption, Abagnale's story is a reminder of the power of determination and the importance of using our experience to help others. While his criminal activities were certainly illegal and morally reprehensible, it's easy for me to say, Abagnale's expertise in the world of fraud prevention and security has helped countless people and businesses to protect themselves from similar crimes. But that's one great thing about us as a people, man. We learn from our mistakes. Well, some of us learn from our mistakes, and that's good that we can keep pushing forward. In the end, Abagnale's legacy will be one of redemption and perseverance. His story is a reminder that even those who have made mistakes in the past can still make a positive impact on the world. That's definitely true, guys. Like, this is such a fun story and everything, but I mean, in the end, he did right. I don't want to, so he once said, I don't want to be remembered as the guy who gave the FBI the finger. I want to be remembered as the guy who turned his life around and did it for something good and did something good with it. That's a good way to remember, to think about it, guys. So we didn't even talk about when he was in his run of the check cashing craziness. He was on the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson because he was a pilot. Like, that's how persevered pilots were at the time, that they were showing up on game shows, like you guys saw it on there. Crazy that he had all these people fooled. And I mean, all just because, I know it was a different time. And, it was really funny. When he was in Georgia and he was a doctor, and he did get married very, very briefly. But I don't even know if it was ever legally. But it's just funny that, and I guess why wouldn't you believe it? He's working at a hospital, but like the climate, the social climate at the time, women were desperate to get married. Like, it was just, I hate to say it because it sounds stupid, but I mean, that was the height of the times. Like, if you didn't have a husband, you were kind of looked upon like, what's wrong with you? So I get it. Some fancy kid man comes through, he says he's a doctor, says he's a lawyer, says he's this, and why wouldn't you believe him? And then, oh my God, I snagged the big one, Ma. I snagged the big one. And then he ends up being being a con man the whole time. But what a great story, man. They also didn't get into, we didn't get into how much his father's divorce, him and his mom's divorce, really affected him. And then his mom remarried. In his story, in the movie, it seemed like the mom was really about physical possessions. In the book and in his actual story, I don't know if that comes out as much. She definitely wanted to be taken care of. She definitely, didn't want. I think that's the way he kind of saw it, was that she was leaving his dad, who was going through IRS troubles, for a guy who had more money. That really wasn't the case, but that's how he kind of saw it. So that really affected him. And he just wanted to run, man. You're talking a 16-year-old kid, is that what it was, 16, who figures out, hey, I can travel for free, I can get free money. And how alluring is that? And it's like playing with Monopoly money, if you really think about it, especially for an underage kid. I'm going to give you this piece of paper, and you're just going to give me money. Okay, like, who's getting hurt in that? So I can see how it snowballed. And once you start rolling, I don't know about being a doctor. Oh my God. I would beat that dude to freaking, kingdom come. If I found out he freaking did some kind of operation or some kind of deal on me, and I found out he's not even a real doctor, yeah, freaking malpractice ain't gonna have nothing compared to what I do to the guy. Oh my God. Yeah, guys. So that was our True Crime Thursday. What can we learn from it? We can learn that nothing in life is free. That we all have to pay our consequences, but no matter what you do, you can always be redeemed, guys. One of my favorite movie quotes of all time is, every passing second is a chance to turn it all around, from the movie Vanilla Sky. Great movie, great quote. And that was our True Crime Thursday, guys. right, guys, make sure you're getting signed up to get into this Chucky box, guys. Hashtag Daily Dank. You know you want to. Right. Shirt, purge mask, Chucky body knocker, autographs in here, guys. What is it? That's not you get Slimer. Who doesn't love Slimer? You get the Jennifer Tilly autograph, guys. Bride of Chucky. And then we might have another Chucky coming up very, very soon too, from what I understand. So guys, you know what? Don't sleep on this box, man. The hashtag the Daily Dank, you have up until 1:00 tomorrow afternoon to get in on that, guys. Make sure you're looking out for those wild weekend deals over at the Healing Center, 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. The #1 cannabis superstore in all the land, right across the bridge. The first thing you're going to see. All right, guys, make sure you tune in to our 710 show. We get wild. We get so wild. Today it was the worst movies from the 80s. There was controversy still. Back to Retro said maybe Steel didn't belong in that list. And you know what? There were some other ones that probably could have took its place. Let's be honest. All right, guys. So tomorrow, make sure you're looking at those wild weekend drops. Look at that goofy guy. And then check out our 710 show, guys. Oh, man. Then check out the 420 Baked and Unboxed. I think we have a BAM box. I think a BAM box. Hopefully it comes. We got a lot of good unboxings coming up, guys. So make sure you're paying attention to that. Get in on these giveaways, guys. Hashtag Stranger Things. Hashtag the Daily Dank. And you get entered the win, guys. So tomorrow, the big giveaway, tune in at 4:10, and we'll be unboxing some stuff and giving some stuff away, guys. All right. I will thank you guys so much again. I know I say it every time. Appreciate everyone who tunes in. Kingman Crew, Usual Suspects, all the Cult of Canada. That's right. We're starting something new. Just wait, guys. Just wait. All right. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Big Friday show. Big Friday show. All right, guys. We'll see you in the morning, 7:10. And I will see you guys. Take care. Take care of one another. Pay it forward. Smile. We'll see you.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com.
Check out our merchandise and amazing content.
And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.